So welcome everyone. So remember in the previous lecture we were able to look at common models of a cloud architecture. So we looked at infrastructure as a service. So today we shall be able to focus on platform as a service. So we'll be able to understand what is platform as a service, and we shall be able to look at some use case in it. Please subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you. So what is platform as a service? So platform as a service offers a platform allowing users to develop, run, and manage applications without dealing with the complexity of infrastructure. It includes development, framework, database, and other tools. Users focus on application development, and the underlying infrastructure is abstracted and managed by the cloud provider. So what does this mean? So in my lecture I like to use examples. So if you followed up, I like to use example a lot. So this will also be an example which I'll be able to use. So if you look at many cloud providers, like example, I'll use third-party cloud provider like example. Things to do with cPanel, things to do with there are many cloud providers. So what they do, they help you just help you develop and manage your application. You don't need to hire things to do with system admin. You don't need to hire people to maintain your service. You don't need to hire people to maintain your networks, which most companies do that. Actually, most companies use platform as a service instead of infrastructure as a service. Only big companies who handle their networking and do take their networking serious majorly use in infrastructure as a service. I'll put an example. Let's say a developer, you meet someone who tells you that they want to be able to develop to be able to use a certain application. So they hire you as a developer. Most developers use a platform as a service, whereby they'll be able to look for which provider provide them a place just to host the application. By hosting the application, they don't need to worry about how the infrastructure is. They don't need to worry about how the network is. They don't need to worry about how to set up their infrastructure. They only need a place where they can host their application, and that is platform as a service. So if you see many cloud service provider do this, like example Azure does this. You can be able to see things to do with the AWS also does this, things to do in providing infrastructure as a service. cPanels does that in platform as a service, in providing issue to the platform as a service. So what the developer does is just develop his application, and then maybe logs into the cloud service provider and thus host it, and then the cloud service provider provides them a URL and maybe a database which they'll be able to use, and maybe it tells them that if you want to deploy this application, click here and the application will be deployed. If you look at things as Vercel also does that. Just provide most cloud platform provide platform as a service. So if those who only need a lot of security in their system or network in their system, they go for infrastructure as a service. So that's why they go to things to do with AWS, or things to do with Google Cloud, or things to do with Azure, in order for them to be able to control those aspects, because they are important to them. So in my lectures, in these things to do with the common model of cloud architecture, we give use cases. So in these will not be, these will also give another use case. So a use case of platform as a service. It's ideal for developers who want to build and deploy application without worrying about the underlying infrastructure. It accelerates the development process and allows for easy collaboration. So example, if you're trying to use an agile method of development, most people use platform as a service if you're using Azure method of agile method of development. So thank you for this. So subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me up so that you can be able to look at service plus software as a service, and I'll be able to give you an example of cloud architectures or cloud service provider that are able to provide you this service. So thank you. Comment, like and share. And also, if you have any question, you can comment below, or I'll also put the links to my social so that you can be able to ask me and I'll be able to answer you. Thank you.